23 days. I have 23 days before I get to the start line of my 11-hour fixed time event, and things have not exactly gone to plan. My name's Kristen, and this is the beginning of me documenting my return to running. 2025 has not been a very kind year in general to not just myself, but a lot of my friends, most of my friends, and most people that I know. And it's not surprising when I take a step back and think about it, why my training has not gone to plan this year. So I shouldn't be too surprised. And I do need to be a little more kind to myself. It is hard once you get into that mindset of, oh, I could have done this, I should have done that, I could have done this better. It's really hard to stop that train once you get going, but this is where we're at right now. I'm filming this on Monday, September 15th, and by the time this comes out, I'm hoping on September 18th, I will only have 23 days until I get to my 11-hour fixed time event, and less than that for the 5K that I've signed up for marathon weekend in my city. I live in the Twin Cities in Minnesota, and our marathon weekend is always the first weekend in October. And since we moved here 3 years ago, I've run every year. I know it's only 3 years, it's not that long of a time, but I do love my new hometown, and I love participating in marathon weekend for every place that I have lived. Earlier this year, when registration opened, I signed up for the 10K, which is also the race that I ran last year, because last year also didn't go so well. I just kind of dropped off on training. That one was on me. So this year, I was like, I'm going to go for a redemption run. I'm going to sign up for the 10K event again, and I'm going to train. I'm going to do a lot better. I'll definitely beat my time from last year. But then 2025 happened, and everything went off the rails. But also earlier this year, I signed up for a second event the weekend after, and it's a 11-hour fixed time event. It's from sunrise to sunset. After I signed up for that one, I was like, okay, what if I use the 10K as kind of almost like a taper? I'm not going to really, I never race it, I'm going to be honest. A majority of my running career has been road running, and it's only in the recent past couple of years that I've tried to get into trail, that I did my first ultra back in 2021, which was also a fixed time event. So most of my running career has been road running. Not that I ever raced them, but I figured I'll do better than I did last year at the 10K, but I'll still take it kind of easy because I'll be running for 11 hours the following weekend. But then again, this year happened, and we need to take a step back. I knew that things weren't going to go as I would like them to, but up until about a week and a half ago, I was still signed up for the 10K. I am still signed up for the fixed time event. That nothing's changed on that one. About a week and a half ago, I made the choice to drop down to the 5K because my running is essentially at zero. I'm basically starting from scratch all over again, not the first time. That's for a different video where we can get into that. I haven't done any running in probably a couple of months. I've tried to do some walking. I wanted to try to do strength training. That didn't work out either. And I made the choice to drop down to the 5K because it is the shortest distance that they offer. I know it will be less strenuous doing the 5K and then going into the fixed time event the following weekend. And I've done one 12-hour event. There's still a lot that I can learn from a fixed time event, but having the knowledge that I have from that first event a few years ago, I know that going into this is going to be even more of a struggle than it was the first time. So I decided I really haven't done any training. It completely fell off. I haven't done any running. So let me just drop to the 5K. Let me just have a good time. It'll be the party race, and we'll go into the 11-hour doing our best. It's still going to be fun. Fixed time events are always going to be fun no matter what. So I figured I'll just drop down to the 5K. It'll kind of be a warm up in a way a week prior to the fixed time event, because the 11-hour is going to be way more stress than my body has had to manage in months. I'm filming this on September 15th. The 5K is on October 4th, and then the 11-hour is in October 11th. Oh, I just realized, oh, that's fun. the 11th hour on the 11th. We'll go off on tangents a little bit, but we'll get back on track. Obviously, at this point, I'm just going to do the best that I can in both events. Since there are only a little over 20 days left until both events, I'm just going to try to reframe my thinking with not only my attitude and my mindset going into the races, but my attitude after the races as well. Like I said in the beginning, it's so easy to slip into the mindset of,
oh, I should have trained more. I wish I hadn't stopped training. I should have done XYZ instead.
I'm going to try to allow myself some space and a little bit of grace so that I can be upset and I can wallow a little bit, but not too much. Because after these events, at the end of the day, none of that matters. Everything I should have or could have done isn't going to change the outcome of either event. So after both events, all I can do is just reset and then figure out my next steps forward. I think that the fixed time event has always been my priority event. I've been wanting to do another fixed time event for a couple of years now, and I am a type of person who will plan things out ages in advance, but it will take me forcing myself to hit that metaphorical start button to actually start moving towards that goal. So while I've been looking forward to this particular event for a while, because I started thinking about participating in this event last year, I'm already a little disappointed that I won't be able to give my best performance on the day of, but I can't sit there and let that marinate, because if I sit there and think about that way too much before the event, that's going to affect my mindset the day of. And it definitely will put me into a really bad funk after the event. And that's something that I want to try to avoid. I want to go into both events ideally, but especially the 11 hour. I want to go into those events with a good mindset, just to be able to have a good time. I know I'd have fun whether I was trained or whether I'm where I am at now. I want to go into both of these events with the best attitude that I can. I've been running off and on, mostly on, for over a decade now, and for some reason, I'm in a weird place with my running, but with training in general right now. I'm really bad about being able to stick to a training plan. I can count on one hand the number of times I've actually followed a training plan all the way through. Twice. It was twice. I do have a second channel that I started earlier this year. It's a BookTube channel, and I've had a lot of fun making videos. And I would also have fun in the past when I had first started running, that I would take a lot of photos. I've been a school photographer in previous years, and I've always enjoyed taking photos and documenting my life. And so when I started running, that bled into it as well. And I would post them on Instagram, and I would be able to send them to my friends if I saw something really neat or really funny on a run. I just really kind of wanted to document my return to running through YouTube. I am by no means an excellent runner. I've always felt that while I really like running, running has never really liked me. I wanted to just get this video out there. I'm also going to try to document my 11-hour event, maybe the 5K as well. But once those events are done, then that's when I'm going to jump back into trying to establish a routine and get back into training to get back to where I would like to be. And that's going to be starting from zero. I think that's it for now. This was just kind of an introduction video, and I will be bringing you guys along for the ride to help myself get back into a routine. Maybe this will help me keep me accountable. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a good run or a good workout, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.